Good morning, children. Welcome back to Class 3 English Lesson 11 Eugenie and the Sharks. What do you think are the sharks? It is a variety of a fish which lives inside the water. And who is Eugenie? Eugenie Clark. She was an American scientist. She is known for her work on shark behavior and for her efforts to protect sea animals. She has written 2 books and several articles about her work and experiences. Today, we are going to read one such lesson about Eugenie Clark. Let us read the lesson and understand about the story. Eugenie and the Sharks. Little Eugenie loved spending time at the city aquarium. She loved the smell of the salty and damp air and watched her favorite animals for hours. The sharks. She always wondered what would it be like to swim with them and breathe underwater with gills of my own. Now, where did this girl, Eugenie, love to spend her time? She loved to spend her time at the city aquarium. What do you think is an aquarium? Aquarium is a place where fishes are kept in glass tanks for display. Live fishes are kept in the glass tanks. And she loved the smell of the salty water and also the wetness of the air, and she used to watch the favorite animals for many long hours. Which is a favorite animal? The shark. And also she always wondered how it would swim. What would it be like to swim with them? If we swim with them, how it will be? And also breathe underwater with the gills of my own. Gill is a organ through which fish and other water creatures breathe. So this girl also want to swim and breathe like fishes. People around Eugenie felt that sharks were ugly and scary, but she knew they were interesting creatures. She decided to learn everything about all kinds of sharks: tiger sharks, whale sharks, lemon sharks, and nurse sharks. She even joined an aquarium society to learn more about them. Now, what is girl wanted to do? This girl wanted to learn about the sharks. But what did she knew? She knew that sharks were very ugly creatures and also they are very scary creatures. But she was very much interested to learn about the sharks. She decided to learn everything about all kind of sharks which was in and around her. She started to learn about the tiger sharks. Tiger shark is the fourth largest shark in the world. Whale shark, the largest known fish species. Lemon shark, shallow water shark that move from one place to another. Nurse shark is the shark that spent a lot of time resting at the bottom of the sea. She even joined an aquarium society. Why? Because she wanted to learn more and more about each of the different variety of the sharks. One day, Eugenie's mother surprised her with an aquarium of her own. The tank was too small for sharks, but the clownfish, coral red snails, and guppies in it felt like a big ocean in her room. Eugenie spent all her time looking at the fish. What happened one day? One day, her mother gave her a surprise gift. What was the gift given by her mother? It was an aquarium for herself. And where was the tank kept? It was kept in her room. The tank was very small for the shark to be kept. But what was there inside the aquarium? Inside the aquarium, there were clownfishes means it's a kind of fish that live in salt water, and coral red snails were there, which is a kind of sea snails. And next, guppies are the freshwater aquarium fishes. So what did the girl used to see? She used to watch those fishes. She felt that her room was like a big ocean, and she spent lots of time looking at the fishes inside the aquarium. As Eugenie grew older, she decided she would study to become a scientist, but her professor thought that women were not smart enough to become scientists. They also said that she would not be able to explore the oceans because women were not courageous. People around her thought sharks were mindless killers. They asked her to forget about them and take up a different job. But Eugenie did not listen to any of them. All day long, she read and studied how fish behaved and grew in different conditions. She became one of the smartest students in her class. She also learnt scuba diving as she wanted to dive deep into the oceans. Eugenie wanted to discover things on her own. After working very hard, she finally got a chance to explore the Red Sea. She collected hundreds of fish from there. She even found three new species of fish which had not been seen before. Now, what happened as Eugenie grew older and older, she decided that she wanted to become a scientist who will study about the fishes in the underwater sea. But her professor means the teacher at colleges or the universities are called as professors. He said that women are not very smart enough to become the scientist. They can't go deep into the ocean to explore the things. They are not courageous. And also, they told that people around her, they thought that sharks are mindless killers. Means without thinking, the sharks will kill anyone. So the professor asked her not to take up the job of the scientist, but she should take up other job rather than thinking about to become a scientist. But Eugenie did not listen to anyone. What did she do? She read lots of books. She studied how to behave with the fishes, how fishes behaved inside the water, and also what were the condition of the fishes where they grew. And also she became one of the smartest student in the class. She also learned scuba diving, means a sport of swimming underwater with special breathing materials. Why? To go deep into the sea, to dive deep into the oceans. And now Eugenie wanted to discover things on her own. And what did she get? She collected hundreds of fishes from the Red Sea. She got a chance to go to the Red Sea, and what did she do? She collected hundreds of fishes from there. And she also found three new species of fish which had not been seen before. After this, she went to explore waters around the Palu Islands. Here, she encountered a wild shark. Eugenie could not believe her eyes. The shark did not scare her at all. She thought it was beautiful. With time, people started appreciating Eugenie for her work. They realized how fearless she was. Eugenie proved that she was clever enough to be a scientist. She also showed everyone how brave she was to explore the oceans all alone. But Eugenie's work was not over. She wanted to protect sharks from dangerous human activities. Sharks were being hunted all over the world as many people believed that they were dangerous. She wanted to prove everyone wrong and end the hunting of sharks. Now, what happened? She started to explore, means she started to find out lots of things. And one fine day, she went to Palau Islands. And in that island she encountered means she met unexpectedly. What did she meet? She met a wild shark. And what happened? Eugenie could not believe her eyes. The shark did not scare her at all. Until then, what happened? People started to appreciate, means understand how good someone is at something and respecting them for what. So people started to appreciate her work, and also they started to give respect for the work what she was doing. She realized that the sharks are fearless, and she wanted to prove that she was very clever enough to become a scientist. She showed everyone that how brave she was to explore the oceans alone. How she went to the oceans alone. She wanted to show that she was very brave. And also, that was not her work. She also wanted to protect the sharks from the human beings, because human beings used to hunt the sharks. Why? Because they believed that the sharks are very dangerous animals, and she wanted to prove that the sharks are not the dangerous animals, and people don't want to hunt the sharks, not to kill the sharks. She wanted to protect the sharks. Hey, Eugenie thought, can I train a shark just the way a dog can be trained? Will they be smart enough to understand? As they were, Eugenie became the first scientist in the world to train sharks. She even proved that they could remember their training for almost 2 months. Eugenie showed the world that sharks were not mindless killers. She dreamed that soon people would love and protect them. Eugenie's dream came true as people slowly realized the importance of protecting sharks. Today, there are many shark conservation groups in the world which work towards the protection of sharks. Now, what happened? One day, Eugenie thought, she was thinking that can she train a shark just the way how we all train the dogs? She was thinking that is the shark smart enough to understand what we people tell them, as they were, and Eugenie became the first scientist in the world to train the sharks, and she proved that the sharks could remember everything after the training. Almost for 2 months they can remember whatever the trainer has taught them. Eugenie showed the world that sharks were not mindless killers. Mindless killers means without thinking they won't kill. But what happened soon? Her dream too came true. The people started to love and protect the sharks, and her dream came true. People realized the importance of protecting the sharks, and now what has existed, many shark conservation groups in the world have been existed to protect the sharks from the dangerous human beings. And people also knew that they should not kill the sharks, but they should protect the sharks. What do we all understand from the lesson, children? So nothing is impossible. We have to put effort, so that what happens, as we put more and more effort and try to learn about something, we can learn it clearly and understand about them clearly. So try until you succeed. Hope all have understood the lesson, children. Thank you.